Title: Travis Kelce utterly dumbfounded after Tay-Tay's engagement reply. It was a crisp December evening in Kansas City, and Travis Kelce was hosting a cozy holiday party at his mansion. The snow fell gently outside as a warm fire crackled in the fireplace. Taylor Swift, as radiant as ever, stood by the grand piano, playfully plucking at the keys while Travis nervously glanced at the small velvet box hidden in his pocket. The couple had been the talk of the town for months, and Travis was sure tonight was the night to make their love story official. His teammates teased him relentlessly in the days leading up, but he was confident that Taylor was the one. As the clock struck 9, Travis called for everyone's attention. The room fell silent, with guests eagerly clutching their glasses of champagne. Clearing his throat, he walked up to Taylor, who looked up at him, her blue eyes sparkling with curiosity. "Taylor," he began, his voice steady but his heart pounding like the roar of a packed stadium. "Meeting you has been the best thing to ever happen to me. You've shown me a love I didn't know existed. So, in front of everyone we love, I have one question for you." Dropping to one knee, Travis pulled out the box and opened it to reveal a dazzling diamond ring that caught the light of the chandelier. "Will you marry me?" The room erupted in gasps and cheers, but Taylor's expression froze. Her eyes darted to the ring, then to Travis, and back to the crowd. She bit her lip, clearly caught off guard. "Travis," she began, her voice soft yet shaky. "You know how much I care about you, right?" Travis blinked, his confidence waning. "Of course." Taylor took a deep breath, placing her hands on his shoulders. "You've been so incredible, and I adore the time we've spent together. But I need to be honest with you, and with myself. Marriage isn't something I'm ready for right now. My world is so chaotic, with my music, tours, and fans, and I don't want to bring you into that whirlwind in such a permanent way. Not yet." The room fell silent, the weight of her words hanging in the air. Travis stood, his face a mixture of shock and disappointment. He opened his mouth to speak, but nothing came out. The usually confident NFL star was utterly dumbfounded. Taylor gently took his hand. "This doesn't mean I don't love you or want to be with you. I just need time to figure out where we're headed and make sure we're both truly ready for something as big as this." For the first time in years, Travis Kelce didn't have a clever comeback or witty remark. He simply nodded, still processing her response. The party resumed awkwardly, with guests exchanging puzzled glances. As the night went on, Travis couldn't help but wonder if Taylor's reply was a soft no or a sincere not yet. Either way, the moment had left him with more questions than answers, and a story that the tabloids would twist into 1,000 different versions by morning. Title: Travis Kelce utterly dumbfounded after Tay-Tay's engagement reply, face screaming in fear. It was a crisp, starry night in New York City. Travis Kelce, Kansas City Chiefs star tight end, had just finished a game and was riding high on his team's victory. But tonight wasn't about football. Tonight, something even more exhilarating was on his mind: his relationship with Taylor Swift, a romance that had captivated millions across the globe. He had meticulously planned this moment. A dinner at one of the city's finest restaurants, candlelight flickering, a private corner where only they could be. And on this particular night, Travis was ready to ask the question that had been racing through his mind for weeks. "Taylor," he began nervously, "we've been through so much together, and every moment with you has been nothing short of magical. I've been thinking, what if we made it forever?" Taylor's eyes twinkled under the soft lighting, but there was a sudden playful smirk that crossed her face. She wasn't showing the excitement he'd expected, the way she'd smiled every time he'd complimented her. Instead, she tilted her head slightly, her expression unreadable. Travis took a deep breath, pulling out a small velvet box from his pocket. He opened it, revealing a stunning ring, the diamond sparkling under the dim lights. "Tay, will you marry me?" His voice was full of hope, a mixture of vulnerability and excitement. For a moment, time seemed to stand still. Taylor stared at the ring, her fingers lightly tapping on the edge of her wineglass. Travis watched her, trying to gauge her reaction, but the silence was deafening. Then, with a mischievous glint in her eyes, she placed her hand on her chin dramatically. "Travis," she said slowly, "I have a question for you." Travis blinked, utterly dumbfounded. Was this a trick? Was she about to prank him? Yes, he said, unsure of what was coming next. Taylor leaned back in her chair and grinned. Do you think you can handle the Taylor Swift curse? The what? Travis stammered, his jaw dropping. The Taylor Swift curse, she repeated, her tone playful but laced with mischief. You know, the one where things seem perfect at first and then, well, they get a little complicated. Travis blinked rapidly, trying to understand what was happening. Was she joking? Was this a test? Taylor's eyes softened. I'm not saying I wouldn't say yes, Travis, but you've got to understand, this is the Taylor Swift experience. Every time someone gets too close, the world watches. The media spins, rumors swirl, and the pressure? It's intense. Travis was completely stunned. He'd known Taylor was a global superstar, but the thought of navigating her world, with all its highs and lows, was overwhelming. He looked at the ring, then back at her. Wait, are you saying, he trailed off, unsure of how to proceed. The room felt suddenly smaller, the weight of his question pressing down on him. Taylor chuckled softly, reaching across the table to take his hand. Travis, I'm asking if you're ready to be my partner in all of it. Because if you are, then yes. 1,000,000 times yes. She smiled, her eyes shining. Relief washed over him like a flood. The tension in his shoulders melted, and he laughed nervously, still trying to process the whirlwind of emotions he had just experienced. You really got me there, he admitted, his voice shaky with both joy and disbelief. Got you? Travis, I'm Taylor Swift. I'm known for keeping people on their toes, she teased, her grin wide. With a relieved smile, Travis slid the ring onto her finger, still utterly dumbfounded by the playful roller coaster of emotions she had just put him through. Yeah, he said, laughing. I think I can handle it. And in that moment, Travis Kelce realized that his life with Taylor Swift, full of surprises, challenges, and unexpected twists, was going to be more exciting than any football game he'd ever played. Title: Travis Kelce utterly dumbfounded after Tay-Tay's engagement reply, face screaming in fear. It was a crisp evening in New York City, and Travis Kelce was staring at his phone, his heart racing with anticipation. He had just popped the question to Taylor Swift in the most romantic way he could imagine, under the glow of a starlit sky, in a private garden filled with flowers. Everything had been perfect. Taylor had always been his muse, and now, he was ready to take their relationship to the next level. He had rehearsed this moment in his mind countless times, the proposal, the ring, the romantic setting. He was confident. After all, they had been through so much together. The public scrutiny, the media buzz, but most importantly, their undeniable chemistry. Surely, she would say yes. But then, he checked his phone. Taylor's reply. He opened the text, a simple message. Thanks, Travis, but I think we're better off as we are. Sparkling heart, I cherish our time together, but marriage is a bit too soon for me right now. Keep being you, Tay. Travis blinked. He reread it. Was this some kind of joke? He checked the phone's time. It was 9:30 p.m. Was Taylor messing with him? Was this a playful tease? But the message was too genuine, too simple, to be anything but real. He dropped his phone onto the couch, standing up as if he had been struck by lightning. The words echoed in his mind, better off as we are. The weight of the sentence made his chest tighten. He felt utterly dumbfounded. Taylor Swift, the queen of songwriting, the love of his life, had just turned him down. He paced around the room, shaking his head, his mind spiraling. How could she? Was he not good enough? Had he misread everything? He thought about their dates, their laughs, their quiet moments. Was she just playing along, keeping up with the media frenzy? But then, there was no way Taylor Swift would agree to something she wasn't truly ready for. This wasn't a game for her. His phone buzzed. He grabbed it, almost hoping it was a mistake. It was a text from Taylor again. I'm really sorry if that came out of the blue, Travis. I care about you so much, and I don't want to lose what we have. Can we talk soon? I didn't mean to hurt you. Sparkling heart. Travis sat down, feeling his breath steady out a little. Okay. It wasn't a total rejection. She hadn't said she didn't love him. But still, the initial shock had hit him hard. For a moment, he had imagined his whole future with her, a future that now seemed a little uncertain. He sighed, staring at the text. He knew he couldn't just brush this off. He needed to talk to her, understand where her heart really was. But as the night dragged on, he couldn't shake the image of her smiling face when she had said, "I cherish what we have." He still had hope, but now, it was tinged with confusion. The next day, they sat down together in a quiet cafe, away from the chaos of paparazzi. Taylor was as stunning as always, but there was a softness in her eyes that made him feel both comforted and apprehensive. She took a deep breath before speaking. "Travis," she said, her voice low, "I want you to know that what we have means more to me than anything else. But I'm not ready for marriage. It's not about you. It's about me. I need time." Travis nodded slowly, understanding finally settling in. It wasn't about rejection, it was about her journey. And as much as he wanted to walk down the aisle with her right now, he also knew that love was about respect, respecting her timing, her dreams, her pace. "Okay," he said softly, a smile tugging at the corners of his lips. "I get it. I'll wait. Because whatever this is, it's worth it." Taylor smiled back, reaching for his hand. "Thank you. We're in this together, no matter what." And though Travis Kelce had been utterly dumbfounded at first, in that moment, he realized that true love wasn't always about getting everything you want right away. Sometimes, it was about waiting for the right time and cherishing every second in between.